Let's start as usual by analyzing this topic. Animal assommé la panique. Un jeune couple japonais dans un hôtel de luxe avec des bruits ou bien une intrusion animalière. Animal sowed panic, animal caused panic. Okay, that is the topic. And then the subtitle is a young Japanese couple inside a luxury hotel with some sounds or an animal intrusion. So let's analyze the key elements that are present in this topic. So the one is there's a couple in a hotel, there's an animal, there's some panic, and there are sounds, okay, that probably this animal is making. As usual in my videos, at the end of this video, I have two bonuses for you. So watch this video till the end. So let's start writing this article by continuing the sentence that has been given to us as usual. So I'll continue the point de suspension, and let's say this animal intrusion happened when something else happened. So I'll talk about pendant que. Pendant que is to talk about simultaneous events. Pendant qu'il dînait tranquillement dans leur chambre. Okay. Here it's giving me a correction to correct this to present, but given that I'm writing this in the past, this is correct. And I've used dîner, imparfait form of dîner, which means they were having the dinner and it's a continuous action in the past. So I'm using imparfait and describing events in the past, describing a scenario in the past is done by imparfait in French, okay? So pendant qu'il dînait tranquillement, tranquillement is an adverb which means peacefully, with calm, without disturbances, okay? Dans leur chambre, in their room, their, okay? Given that we don't have any background information as to where these facts happen in the title or the subtitle, let's probably add that to kind of increase our word count. So let's say this is a very common line that you can use in a lot of faits divers. Les faits se sont déroulés, let's say, dans un hôtel. Given we've been given that it's a luxury hotel, let's not add and repeat the same thing. Let's say an hotel nommé, a hotel named, and I'll start the guillemets and give a space. And let's say I'll call this hotel Séjour de Luxe. And I'll close the guillemets after giving one space at the end, okay? Let's say I want to add that this hotel is situated somewhere in Paris, given that it's not been given in the title. Qui se trouve dans le 4e arrondissement de Paris. Okay. So this is a very simple sentence which says that the facts, the sound and the animal intrusion, all of these events, they happened. Se sont déroulés. Se déroulé is past form. I've conjugated se déroulé in le passé composé and it's done with être. So its conjugation is se sont déroulés, and given that's fait is a masculine plural, I've added an S here, okay, déroulé. Dans un hôtel nommé, hôtel, since it's a masculine verb, I've added nommé without an E. And then guillemets, séjour de luxe. Qui se trouve? Qui se trouve here, this is a present and this is a present on narration. The hotel still exists in the 4th arrondissement de Paris. It has not been demolished, I'm assuming it, okay? It's possible that it's been demolished, but just assume that this hotel still exists in the 4th arrondissement de Paris, okay? Let's continue writing this fait divers by describing the background information as to what exactly happened in the second paragraph. So let's say I write Aya, entendu, probably some noises, des bruits. Just to add a qualifier or some explanation, I'll say assourdissant. The noises were not just noises, they were deafening noises, okay? Assourdissant. Where were they coming from? Qui venait de. Venir de means to originate from. Venait de. Le placard. Now here, le and de has to combine, and that will give you du. Okay, qui venait du placard. Having heard the noises which were deafening, which were coming from the placard, the cupboard, what did they do? Les deux ont tendu l'oreille. So this means, having heard some noises which were coming from the cupboard, the two the two, the couple, the man and the woman, they listened carefully. Tendre l'oreille is an expression in French which is used to say to listen carefully to something. Let's say we want to now describe that given that we're listening and observing that place from where the noises were coming, we want to say they observed something. Let's say we'll say shortly afterwards, peu après, ils ont remarqué, they noticed un gros rat qui marchait sur l'une, let's say, des étagères. Given we're talking about the placard, there are shelves on it, so étagère. Okay, I just would end this sentence here. So what I'm saying here is peu après, shortly afterwards, ils is the man and the woman, ont remarqué, they observed what? Un gros rat. So it's an animal that I am taking from the key elements. It's an animal, it has to cause panic. It cannot be a very cute animal like a butterfly that nobody fears, okay? It has to be something that people fear. So rat fits the description very well. And just to add a description that it was a fat rat, just to exaggerate it, un gros rat, okay, which means a fat rat, qui marchait, which was walking, sur l'une, sur is over, sur l'une, one of the what? Shelves, étagères. Okay, étagère. Given that they now observe this fat rat walking on the one of the shelves of the placard, what is the natural reaction of people? It's to get in some place to just sit. So let's say la femme. Let's describe the woman that she did. A brusquement sauté sur le lit. Et juste après elle, l'homme l'a fait aussi. Let's analyze this sentence. La femme a brusquement sauté. Brusquement sauté means suddenly jumped sur le lit, on the bed. Et juste après elle, and just after her, l'homme l'a fait aussi. The man did the same. Okay? L'a fait aussi. Now that they're on the bed, what's the next natural thing for them to do? We are in a hotel, we are in our room. The next natural thing would be to call someone for help, right? And in a hotel, inside a room would be the reception that one would call. So let's say, ils ont appelé la réception. Et quelques employés sont aussitôt arrivés sur la scène, let's say, et avec un piège pour attraper l'animal. So let's analyze this sentence. I'm saying, ils ont appelé la réception, they called the reception, and some employees sont aussitôt arrivés. Sont aussitôt arrivés means they arrive very soon. Sur la scène is on the scene. Okay. Sur scène, mind you, is on the stage. So you need to have a la between sur and scène. Avec un piège is with a trap or with a cage pour attraper l'animal. Afin de attraper l'animal, or you can say pour attraper. Just to change the language, I'll say afin d'attraper l'animal is correct as well, okay? So let's just finish the story by saying that after some attempts or after some minutes, the situation was in control and probably, the couple decided not to stay there anymore. Après quelques minutes, la situation fut sous contrôle, mais le couple a décidé, some exaggeration, a bien évidemment décidé de ne plus y séjourner. So Let's analyze this. Après quelques minutes, after some minutes, la situation fut sous contrôle. The situation was under control, and was is in passé simple form, and this is a very journalistic expression. Ce fut or something fut is the passé simple form of être, okay, and it's very commonly used in newspaper, especially the good newspapers of France, Le Figaro, Le Monde. Mais le couple, but the couple, decided, obviously decided, bien évidemment décidé, de ne plus y séjourner, to not stay there anymore. Okay, he is kind of a pronoun which is referring to the hotel or the room. Let's just, from the newspaper side, let's just add another exclamation sentence. Quel dommage pour cet hôtel de rat. And I'll give a space and then I'll add an exclamation mark. Okay, so in French, we always have a space between the ending and the exclamation mark. So this was all about the Faits Divers. Let's talk about the bonuses that I discussed in the beginning of this video. The first is, as usual, the vocabulary list of this lesson, which you can refer by pausing this video here. I have two questions for you, which you will be able to answer if you paid attention in this lesson. The first question is, quelle est la signification de l'expression suivante, tendre l'oreille? Can you answer this question? The second question is, quelle est la signification du mot tranquillement? Tranquillement. Can you answer these two questions in the comment section? Now let's move on to the second bonus, which I'm very excited to talk to you about. The second bonus here is the age groups, and it's very common in Faits Divers to talk about age groups. Here as well, I think we skipped using it, but in our previous videos, we've used trentenaire a lot of times. But it's not always the case that our protagonists in our stories are 30-year-old something, but it could be a young woman, a young man, an old woman, an old man, or very age-specific age group. So from youngest to the oldest, let's talk about the age groups and how we can describe them using synonyms in French, okay? Before we talk about the age groups, I would highly appreciate if you give this video a like, because it helps me really reach wider audiences with the YouTube algorithm. And please also consider subscribing to this channel for more such content. If you want to talk about someone who's very young, I'll say un garçon is a little boy, une fille, a little girl, une fillette, a small girl, un gamin is again a boy, une gamine, a girl, un gars, les gars is kind of informal, but I'm just putting it here for your information. Un adolescent, teenagers, une adolescente, okay, un adulte, une adulte, trentenaire, 30 to 40. Then notice the ending on this, génère, quadragénaire is 40 to 50. We have the same ending, but the prefix changes every time. Quinquagénaire, 50 to 60. Sexagénaire, 60 to 70. Septuagénaire, octogénaire, nonagénaire. And then we have un vieillard, une vieillarde. Un vieillard is an old man. Une vieillarde is an old woman, okay? Then we can also talk about old men and old people as un ancien, un ancien, okay? So this tip is going to come in handy when you want to refer to the protagonist of your story with different words so that you don't repeat the same word again and again. For example, if the protagonist is a young woman, let's say, the first time I can call her as cette femme. The second time I can call her, let's say, la trentenaire. Okay. The third time, let's say I can call her la maman d'une fillette. I don't know. Just saying that you can vary your vocabulary within your Faits Divers by referring to one of these words. Okay. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more such content. And I'll see you next time. Bye.